Okay guys, so in this video we're going to learn how to name and write acids, okay? So an acid generally contains hydrogen or starts with hydrogen. That's going to be your key point. It's usually followed by the symbol AQ, which means aqueous, which means that it's going to break down into ions. So for our purposes, if it starts with an H, it's going to be using these rules, okay? So you have something called binary acids. The prefix bi means two, okay? So it contains two elements, hydrogen and something else. This is super important that you remember this. So when we do two element acids, okay, it starts with hydro and ends with ic, okay? So this one, HCl, okay, it's an acid because it starts with H. Cl is chlorine. Okay, we're going to change it to the IC ending, chloric, and we're going to start with hydro, okay, so hydrochloric acid. HBr, same thing here. It has two elements, so we use the prefix hydro, bromic acid. H2S, S is going to be sulfur, so sulfuric, okay. Now, the reason why you have the two here is from the crisscross. If I was going to be writing the structure, I would have to crisscross the ions. Okay. Now you have something called ternary acids. They contain three elements. Now, this is important. If the last ion ends in 8, you change it to ic. Okay. So 8 goes to ic. If you have an acid with the ion that ends in ite, you write ous. Okay. So in this one, SO4 is sulfate. Okay. I know it starts with an H because it's an acid. And so we're going to change. So the way I like to do it, and I'll show you on the example problems, is I write 8 goes to ic. So this is sulfuric acid. Okay. Nitrate is NO3. 8 goes to ic. So it's nitric acid. Okay. SO3 is sulfite. So we're looking at the back ion. ITE goes to OUS, so it's sulfurous acid. And then PO3 is phosphite ion, so it goes to OUS. Now, these subscripts right here come from the crisscross of the charges. Now, you notice, we only use hydro when there's hydrogen and some other element, not 3 elements, but hydrogen and one other element, okay? A lot of people like to go hydro crazy on this stuff, and it's not right. So let's go through the example problems. Okay, using our rules. So I have 2 elements right here. I have a hydrogen and I have an iodine. So I'm going to use the binary acid rules. So this is going to be hydro iodic acid. Okay, iodine, change it to the ic ending, and acid. Hydrophosphic acid, I want to write the structure for that. Okay, hydro means we have 2 elements. Okay, so we have hydrogen and something else. It's going to be P because it's phosphic. Hydrogen has a +1 charge, P has a -3 charge. So we crisscross like we did before. It was H3P. Acetic acid. Ic goes with 8. So I'm going to go to my ion chart and I'm going to locate acetate. So acetate is C2H3O2. Okay. So we put hydrogen in front, has a +1 charge. Acetate C2H3O2. It has a -1 charge. There's no need to crisscross. So my structure for acetic acid looks like that. Okay, that's also vinegar. Okay, H2CrO4. So I have 3 elements in there. I have hydrogen, chromium, and oxygen. So this is going to be a ternary acid rules. Okay, so CrO4 is chromate. Okay, so 8 goes to ic. So this is chromic acid. Okay, we don't use hydro because there's more than 2 elements in there. H3PO4. So PO4 is phosphate. The 8 goes with ic. So this is phosphoric acid or phosphoric acid. I'll accept either one. I've seen it both ways. Okay. Nitrous acid. Okay. OUS goes with ITE ending. Okay. So we're going to go find the nitrite ion. Okay. The nitrite ion is right here. It's NO2 with a -1 charge. So when we write the structure of acids, acids always start with H. Nitrite has a -1 charge. So we get HNO2 like that. There's no need to crisscross because they're equal and opposites. ClO3 is chlorate. 8 goes with ic. So this is chloric acid. Okay? It's not hydrochloric acid, it's chloric acid because you have 1, 2, 3 elements. Carbonic acid. Okay? Ic goes with 8. Right? So we're going to go find the carbonate ion. Carbonate's right here. Okay, CO3 with a -2 charge. So put a hydrogen in front. Hydrogen always has a +1 charge. CO3 has a -2 charge. We're going to crisscross. The 1 goes over here, the 2 goes down here. So H2CO3. Dichromic acid. Okay, ic goes with 8. So we're going to go find the dichromate ion. So dichromate's right here, Cr2O7 with the -2 charge. So H always has a +1 charge. Dichromate is Cr2O7 with a -2 charge. We have to crisscross, okay? So that means this is H2Cr2O7. So I'm bringing the 2 over here. The 1, we don't need parentheses because we're crisscrossing a 1. Now, this one is one that violates the rules. So there's 3 elements here: hydrogen, carbon, and nitrogen. I won't put this on your test. I always thought it was named cyanic acid, but it's actually named hydrocyanic acid. Okay, so I'm not going to put that on your test, but that's one of the only ones that I know that violates the rules. Okay, this has been your naming acids example problems. You can get the practice on naming and writing acids from your review. There's only a certain amount of them out there, and we've covered a lot of them. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, and have a good one.